Welcome! Thank you for being here. Today I'm painting Misato's car from Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's a Renault Alpine A310, and I've actually wanted to paint this car for a while now and give it to my husband as a gift, and I finally did. I finished it on Christmas Eve, so just in time for Christmas. Woo! Uh, Lately, I don't often just dive right into a painting without sketching something out first, but for this one, I just kind of went for it. Without starting with some kind of basic sketch, you definitely run the risk of getting the proportions totally wrong, which is what used to happen to me a lot. And like I've talked about before, I'm super impatient, and once I know what I want to do, I just want to start. So hopefully my old art instructors aren't listening to me fully admit that I hate doing preliminary sketches. Speaking of my instructors, actually, I'd like to dedicate this painting to one of my drawing and painting teachers from school. Her name's Avantika, and she taught us a lot and held us to high standards because she wants her students to learn and grow and feel something about what they're making. And she always says how important it is to have a sketchbook with you, and it's true. Sketching is really useful and will definitely help you get better at drawing and painting and just noticing things around you. So don't listen to me. Listen to Avantika. Make sketches. The image in the very beginning of this video was the inspiration for this painting, though I've omitted Misato because I just wanted the painting to be of the car. Forgive me, Misato. We'll just pretend that she's walking to the car and just hasn't entered the frame yet. So, yeah, it's an image of the car. The door's open, you can see into the interior. It's just a really simple painting, simple composition, though it still took me about 4 hours, but that's probably because I started really fine-tuning the shape, especially on the roof and the tires, and just going over this and that to get really clean lines. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. This is my second video, and in my first video, I know the sound was really low. That's partially to do with me still getting used to the recording equipment, the video programs. I have experience with computers and digital cameras and stuff, but recording videos and using some of this software is very brand new to me. When recording my audio for the Stella Beagle painting, I somehow recorded an 8-hour loop of myself just talking for 10 or 11 minutes, and I had to cut it up and fix it for the video, and it was a whole thing. I'm just glad I didn't have to re-record myself completely. That's the worst when you put time and energy into something and for whatever reason doesn't save. You have to start over. Lesson for today is save your work, back up your work, and ask questions when you need help. I do enjoy the challenge of figuring things out on my own, learning new things, but I need to remember to ask for help too. Working together, helping each other out is pretty magical, and kindness is magical. We should start with being kind. And if that kindness isn't reflected back to you, then you can decide if that thing or that person belongs in your life. Because really, who has time for stuff that isn't kind and respectful, you know? But this is another little 5x7 painting on canvas with acrylic paint. I have stacks of canvases just begging to have paint thrust upon them. Literally I have bins and bookcases filled with art supplies. And Austin and I like to joke that we'd have so much more space in our home if it weren't for all the art stuff. It's not a real problem, and it's all pretty neatly organized, so it's not so bad. But you just can't ignore a passion or a calling. You know, we're both artists, so it was never a question of if we could even have room for art supplies, but rather where are we going to put them? In the last place we lived, we essentially cut our living room in half, and one half was like couch and TV, coffee table, normal living room stuff, and the other half was just tables and shelves and bins for all of our drawing and painting and sewing and all that. We both decided that it was far more important to have that art space than, say, a dining table. Who needs a dining table anyway? We're very fortunate to have a little more space now where we live and have like a dedicated room just for art. Our cats also appreciate having more space to run around and battle each other and then nap all over everything. But whatever your passion is, you can make it work. Even if you have to get really creative, even if you can only make a little progress every day, it's worth it to keep going, keep feeding the thing that makes your heart happy. So, here's the finished painting. Thank you so much for watching. Be kind, stay cool. Love you. Bye.